Okay guys, the BBC's back in my sights for its attempt at rewriting history, which, let's be honest, is what it does when it comes to talking about our history these days. Remember, snow is racist to them, let's never forget, so maybe we shouldn't be surprised by the tripe we've got here.
Cortina may be one of only a handful of places to host the Alpine World Championships, but it's similar to every resort in Europe and across North America in one respect: the fact that almost everyone in these beautiful places is white. That is certainly the case here in Largs, and has been at all of the places that I've been fortunate enough to visit through competition and now work.
Now obviously in this day and age it's not just the BBC and their Black Achilles nonsense, but also the Black Anne Boleyn on Channel 5 that's tried to diversify history because reality might hurt some deranged little poor snowflakes Fifi, so the media's definitely got form on this one. But the BBC is obviously the most prolific offender when it comes to changing history and using taxpayer funds to do it, as it's the one that we're bloody paying for. Now, as far as I know, they've not changed the race of anyone in this programme we're talking about here, but have decided to skip over a major part of our history because apparently it's too horrible for the BBC or the idiot they've asked to cover it. Yes, erasing history is now deemed okay if it goes against what some snowflake thinks is acceptable, when really it should have just said, fine, we'll ask someone else to cover that period, and sent the ponds packing. Instead, they pandered to him because it's the BBC, it's what they do, like I said. Now here we got the Telegraph stating that the BBC is going to completely skip over the reign of King Henry VIII as the artist does not like him, but they will showcase some tart's tent about who she slept with in her life and the rapper Stormzy performing at Glastonbury. So a previous king who helped create the political system still used today is too spicy, but some wannabe gangster rapper that loves Corbyn is good enough to represent the current times. The king who created the first English navy and provided us with the first Brexit break from Europe is to be erased, but some tart's tent will be there, you can be sure.
And it changes in a fashion we all have vaguely in our heads: the break with Rome, the Reformation, which is of course Brexit. Being very serious, it is the first Brexit. The issues are identical. You're rebelling against Rome, Reformation, rebelling against the Treaty of Rome, Brexit. Rome, the Roman Church, was a separate system of law, language, and office holding, exactly like the EU. And there were also special taxes. So it's, you know, the pattern is astonishingly similar.
Obviously it's pure bullshit, but this is the BBC through and through if you ask me, and just to mug us off even more, the government has literally just given £25 million more to pump out news relating to Russia, or should we say propaganda, because that's what it will be. Now, this attempt here to ignore King Henry VIII because one artist doesn't like him should be another nail in the BBC's coffin if we didn't have the absolute scumbags running the country keeping it afloat. For the public, it's obviously another nail in the coffin, but the powers that be need their propaganda machine to keep the sheeple here in check, so the funds are going to keep on flowing. Of course, the lefty tosspot BBC often ignores the fact that ancient Greeks, Romans, Egyptians and all other things from the past will be considered barbaric compared to current times, and that they don't get cancelled. Instead, they just get diversified, as I mentioned earlier, with the Black Achilles and shit like that. In actual fact, maybe we should do World War II without Hitler because he was a bit spicy. Or even erase Karl Marx, Stalin and all of that from history because communism killed even more than Hitler. Obviously, it's all beyond the range to remove any history, but proves this will be nothing more than an anti-English, anti-British tripe from the Bolshevik brainwashing corporation, so literally par for the bloody course on that one. Obviously, it goes without saying that I won't be bloody watching it, but let's be honest, the BBC needs to be kicked to the curb for this sort of shit that they're doing here.